The min and max functions in Microsoft Access are extremely powerful and they're actually pretty easy to use. As I might have mentioned before, I work in the research field and we are constantly calling research subjects to recruit them over the phone as well as collect data from them, especially with surveys. I found Microsoft Access to be an excellent choice for tracking calls, and so for today, I'm going to use a call log data set as an example for the max and min functions just to give you a sense of what you can do. In the spirit of this channel, I'm going to keep it short, but give you a feel for things so you have enough info to try it yourself and ask questions if needed. So let's take a look at our call log. Let's pretend we're inheriting a database and our predecessor didn't even use a form for the call log. They just put it directly in the table here. Let's see if we can start making some queries and learn about our data. So right here, we had the standard ID that comes with the Microsoft Access table, so don't worry about that. Study ID here is our unique identifier. Call purpose, pretty self-explanatory. So typically we're going to call them about study recruitment, a baseline survey, or a 12-month survey. This is what happened on the call, so whether they talked or not, no answer, and so on. This is how long it was in minutes. It's very interesting. And this is a date timestamp of the call. Now right here, just some notes, which are often very helpful. So what we want to do here, let's create a query and let's play around with this a little bit. So let's go here to call log and double click that, or you can also just drag it over. Hit close here. Let's pull this down. Now let's start putting a few things in here. Let's put our study ID in here and date time of call. What we're going to do is we're going to find the last time we called somebody. So the latest date. So we want to go to query design here. We want to go to totals. And right here, want to click on max. All right. So now if we run this, we're just going to get the last time, the date and time that we called somebody. Now you can group this. So if you want to see the last time we called for a recruitment call, a survey, baseline, or 12-month, all you got to do is just go back here, add that in there. It makes more sense to drag this over here. And then let's run it. And so you can see this is the last time we called about a 12-month survey, a baseline survey, and study recruitment, and so on. And you can group it further too. Say you want to throw in the disposition, you can do that too. You can really group it as much as you want. All right, so you can see that level of detail. Let's take the disposition out of there. Now let's say we just want to see how many days ago was our last call. So we can do something like this. When was last call? Not the best name here, but whatever, I'm just being quick. So the date time of call, you should have brackets around it, but I'm being lazy and it'll automatically do it for us. So we do something like this and go ahead and run it. We can hit run or view for a select query, and now we have some new information, but maybe we should add more for context. All right, so let's add this back in here. And now this kind of makes more sense. We can see that this was just about 6 days ago. Having a little context like this is very helpful. So now you can get a sense of how long ago was it. Now let's say you don't really want to have these decimals. They're just kind of annoying, extra noise. What you can do is just round it. So you just go like this. Round, parenthesis there on the end. And now you get a whole number there. So you can say 6 days or 253 days, whatever. Now let's say we want to see how many days was it between our first call and our absolute last call, and pretend we're not allowed to engage with research subjects more than 365 days. So let's do something like this. Let's get rid of call purpose here. Let's get rid of that too. Let's copy this, put it over here. Change that to min. Now first, let's look at this. Okay, so that looks good. None of these are the same, so that means there's more than one call. That's good. Now the easy thing to do here is just say this as a subquery. So we'll just say call sub with min and max. Of course, you can get fancy and you can do just about anything in one query if you get creative enough, but that's not what we want to do. So let's go to create. We're going to put that back in here. All right. So now let's do this. Say difference in days. Say min of date time of call minus max of date time of call. 1. It added that 1 there. That's fine though. And let's get a feel for this. Okay, yeah, so 594 days, that's actually 595 if you round there. It's definitely more than a year, so that's not good. All right, so let's say we want to make these whole numbers just so it's easier to track. I personally don't mind the negative. It's helpful for me. I think negative and positive, I think of this as that many days ago. But if you don't like that, just change this to ABS, absolute. Doesn't matter about case sensitive there. Leave it, whatever. It's going to change automatically. See? All right. Let's run it. Okay, now it's an absolute number. We want to identify those over 365, which is say equal to or greater than 365. And so you can see the two results right here. Okay, and the other one's left out because it was less than 365. Of course, you can just go like this if you prefer. If you do want to get less than whatever, that's fine. So you can see there. Okay. Now, another neat thing you can do with this subquery is you can use this to identify what was the last call that you had, what was the last disposition, and basically what was the last thing that happened. So let's get rid of a few things here. Let's bring in this call log. Now we want to do is we want to link this right here. So this is the last call, regardless of what type it was. We're going to drag that over and we're going to merge it with this right here. Okay. So now let's see what the last call was that we had with somebody. Like, what was the purpose of that call? You can see that these are going to be the same thing. So let's go ahead and look. The last time we called for this person was for their 12-month survey. Okay. And that was just very recently. Same for this person. And this person's last call was for their baseline survey. Now we can see what was the last disposition that we had. Okay. Voicemail full. And this person talked to the participant. So lots of things that you can do with this. And similarly, if you wanted to join this with that right there, you could do that. You could see what was the first call. In fact, let's just do that just for fun. So you can just see. Let's change that to min. Just so we can see. They're going to be the same values, that and that. It makes sense that the first call is going to be study recruitment because that's before the surveys. And so these two people, their very first call, they got in touch with the participant, but not this person right here. We haven't even scratched the surface yet, and we haven't gotten to things that you can do in forms. So for example, you can use a min and max in a form to find information from a separate data set. So right here, I'm looking in the call log based on this study ID right here, and this is based on a different table as you can see by the fields here. I'm looking at the longest call duration, so 1 minute, 3 minutes, 45 minutes for this person. So if I go to the next one, you can see some different values right there. This is just a glimpse of what you can do in forums. Of course, you can just do simple things like create some reports based on the queries that we made and much, much more. So you can see right here, I merged this cohort table, which is based on that form you just saw, with call log here, and I have a lot of information here that might be very useful. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe if you could. It tells the YouTube algorithm to share my video with more people, so that really helps. Anyway, thank you so much for watching here, and take care, everyone.